Good morning, guys and girls. It's Saturday morning. It is now 11:15 here in the UK. I just thought I'd do a quick Saturday morning live stream before Mr. P gets home. As the title suggests, I've done all my housework. And now it's just time to chill. Hey, Mark, please. How are you? So, yeah, I've had a busy morning. I've done what I've got to get done. So, you know, emptying bins, washing pots, washing, etc. So, and basically, just waiting for Mr. P to come home from work now. And good. I'm glad you're all right, Mark. When Mr. P gets home, we'll have a coffee, get washed and changed. There's a meat van that stands up the road, so we're going to go to that. And Tesla, let me know more, Mark. So yes, and Mr. P and Callum are going to watch Avengers Infinity, whatever it is. I don't really know the full title of it. Hey, Tesla. Yeah, so they go to the cinema later on today to watch the new Avengers film. So don't really know much about it, but it's something that they both want to go and see. So yes, so they're going to the local cinema a little bit later on. So as I say, Mr. P doesn't finish work till 1 o'clock. So it's nipping up to the meat van to get some meat for tomorrow lunch. Oh, Sam, as I say, they've both been wanting to go and watch it for quite a while now. And obviously, because the football's finished now, they've got a chance to go. I did want to go shopping, but Mr. P says we're going tomorrow morning. So, you know, I've had a look online, and for the times that, you know, the movies start and whatnot. So yeah, so they're hoping to go there later on. I was sort of undecided whether or not to do a quick live stream this morning or leave it till later on, but I might actually do both. I might go live a little bit later on. I don't know yet. It all depends. So as I say, I've got stuck into my housework this morning, and you know, got my jobs done. I thought, what the heck, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to go live. So do you want an invite up onto the panel, Mark, please? I have posted an invitation to you, Mr. Mark, please. I should say Master Mark, please. Yeah, I've sent an invite to you. I don't think Kate will be around this morning because she messaged me this morning that her internet's down for maintenance. So, you know, hello to the 5 viewers, whoever it is. Okay, then, Mark, same as I say, I posted an invitation to you, so just pick the link up from the invitation that I've sent you. So it's we've got the 6 viewers, but only 2 chatting in the chat. Come and say hello. Hey, Mark. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? You not got your camera on?
I know. Yeah, I'm just after waking up.
So, how are you getting on with the new Lego series? Is it doing okay? A lot of static and noise coming from your end.
But
Right, you okay now? There's a lot of noise and a lot of static and whatever.
me?
Yes. So yeah. So yeah, the Infinity Wars isn't really my cup of tea. So they both said they're going this afternoon. So whatever time, I've wrote all the times down. You know that the film is showing throughout the day. So
Yeah, I seen it. It was good. It was a good movie. Like if you know the whole story and stuff, and you're
I don't, to be quite honest with you, because I've sort of not. It's same as I say, it's not really my cup of tea, you know. So, but Callum had been saying like sort of since it came out at the cinemas, oh, I want to go and see it. I want to go and see it. So obviously, what with Pixie working and football and whatnot, they haven't really had the chance to go. So, you know, obviously he's working today, but there's no football and whatnot. So he said he was going to take him today. So that's what they're going to do later on.
just be asleep there or something.
Oh dear. So did you see Random Life's live stream last night?
I didn't get to it. I saw shit.
Oh right, yeah.
But I was gone all yesterday, so I would have loved to join in, but I didn't get to.
Well, Sam, as I say, I don't think the intentions was to invite a panel up, but you know what, vlog from the bog, and they were all going on about, hello, Dave. Hello. This all started in my coffee morning, Thursday morning, and it were driving a bonkers. So basically, she invited us all up to the panel, but I think that's basically why they did it. They did it to wind her up. But Pixie sort of went live late last night, about 10:15, and they were still going on about Dave. So Pixie basically knew the score, and it's a bit slow this morning because we've only got the 3 viewers. So there was a little bit of a disruption in Random Life, but a person came on, and basically, boom, I saw her come in and she was gone, but she didn't realise that the fact that I was a moderator in the room and I saw her come in, so you know, it was swiftly taken care of.
Nice.
So if that person's watching, you're not as smart as what you think you are. So yes.
The night owl.
The night owl. Hello. Yes. The certain person thought they were being clever, but you know, you've got to get up early in the morning to get one over on Mrs. P.
I don't get why people just can't.
Well, basically, they came in because most of the moderators were on the panel.
Oh.
And I think they took advantage of the fact, or thought they took advantage of the fact, that there wasn't any moderators in. But all I can say to that person, if they're watching, you know, you're not as smart as what you think you are.
Just because you're up at the panel doesn't mean you don't have to chat.
Well, yeah, exactly. But that person thought they were being clever because there wasn't actually any moderators in the chat, thinking that they were being clever. So, yeah, same as I say, if that person's watching, yeah, you've got to get her up early in the morning to get one over on me. But anyway, the less said about that, the better, because I'm not giving them my airtime. I'm okay, Night Owl. How are you? We've got the 4 viewers. So, yes, I won't be going on for very long because I'm expecting Mr. P back from work, because he is around this area this morning. So, basically, when he's done, and it'll be coming home.
Nice.
So, I want to ask a question, Mark. When do you break up from school?
Well, for the summer.
No, I mean, because there's a Whitsun week, isn't there? Callum's not sure what, because I looked it up, and the Whit Sunday is actually the 20th, which is next weekend.
Well, oh, Snowy. Hello, Snowy.
Hello, Snowy. Thank you for joining us.
Well, I don't know. I think everyone's different here. Like, a lot
But
of
he seems to think it's like the week after, if you know what I mean.
Like, we had what we call it, like a midterm break. Well, I didn't. The other smaller schools did, but they got a week off. We didn't because we're on a higher school. But
oh yeah, well, that's same as I say. I know the schools around here break up for a week because they had 2 weeks at Easter, and they only have a week at what we call Whitsun. But I was looking on the old Google, and it says Whit Sunday is actually the 20th. Well, obviously that's next weekend.
yeah.
And I was asking Callum, I says, do you know when you break up? And he says, I don't think it's next week. He says, I think it's the week after. So I'm not sure. And that's, hey, what's up, status? Higher. So, yeah. So at the moment, unless, you know, I actually go on the school's website and see, oh, Snowy says I can't sleep. It's 3:30. I'm doing the scariest but best thing in my life tomorrow. Ooh, what's that? Or today. Yeah, the thing is as well, Mark, Pixie starts work at 7:30 on a Saturday morning. So obviously I have a lie in because Callum's not at school over the weekend. And I heard the door go. And then I heard it sort of like shut. And then I heard it go again. And shut again. But sort of by this time, I was out of bed. I'd been to the toilet. And I'm shouting, hello, hello. And I thought, well, it's not going to be a burglar, not sort of unlocking and locking the door with a key. It was Pixie. Because you see, when he does his jobs, he has to, like what they call sign off.
Yeah,
basically sign a sheet of paper to say that he's done that particular job. So he says, I've done the job, he says, and then realised I hadn't got a pen. And obviously, because he was like close by, he says, I nipped home for a pen. So he says, I picked the first one up I got, I scribbled on a bit of paper, and it worked. He says, so I went back out again. So he says, he went back up to the job, we're just signing off on the job. He says, and the pen run out. So basically, he had to get in the car, come back home to get another pen. Oh, the Night Owl says, I'm leaving my abuser. Oh, I know what you're going through, Snowy, because I've been in that same situation. And I stopped with mine 21 years. So I do know what you're going through. Yeah. So, and I know what you're saying about it being the scariest, but the best thing, and it was the best thing I ever did. And the Night Owl said, had a father-daughter dinner with my dad last night. That's cool. WhatsApp new status says, how are you? We're fine. I don't know about the weather where you are. Yeah, that's you sort of go through a whole emotion thing. You're sad, you're angry, you're elated that you've, you know, some as I say, it took me 21 years to pluck up the courage to do the same thing. Oh, you posted the video? I'll have to go and watch that. Some as I say, I've been busy doing an Amy Laybourne. You know, it is a scary thing, sort of. But I've got 3 children to consider, and I ended up my you know, I ended up having to leave my children behind. But it was sort of, I don't know what. Hey, hi Jelly Duck. It was a case of, do you stay around and take more abuse just for the sake of your children? And it's like you come to a crossroads. I can't take it anymore. I've got to go. So I'm okay, Amy. How are you? Yeah, exactly. Night owl. I am exactly the same. It's never easy, but you've took the first step in a road to a better future, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. Holly Philpum's vlog. Hello, friends. Yeah, so as I say, I stayed for 21 years for the sake of my children. But you get to a point where you know, you can't, you just get to a breaking point. Oh, that's okay. And Snowy says, I'm actually crying because the person I admire here blocked me because of my autism. I'm sorry. You've got nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I mean? It is sad. You know, and for somebody to block you because of your autism, it's wrong. You know, I mean, I know that is a fact as well, because my son's got special needs. So, you know, on that point, I do understand. It's horrible when you get, you know, because of a disability, one way or another, you know, that you're being, you know, singled out because of that.
Yeah, I got friends with a person that's special needs as well. And
that's it. Night Owl says, yes, it's a matter of sanity. You have to decide when enough is enough. Sometimes love is blind. Very true. So I said something she said was rude, but I didn't know it, and I can't even say sorry. You know, I mean, you've got to reach out to that person, you know. You know, I mean, we all say things that we regret somewhere along the line. You know, I've said things that I regret. So yeah, some as I say, I know where you're coming from, because my son's got special needs. He tends to be very vulnerable at school, you know, and but the school that he goes to, I mean, I don't know whether you've got the same support at your school, Mark, but they have been brilliant. The support that we've had from his.
My old school and the school I go to now, they have a lot of help, and I still even go to an old school friend's house because he has special needs as well. Ever since the day I start going to his house, I still go just watch a movie or two with him.
I Hungry Trophy Trooper. Yeah, same as I say, Callum has got his own, like, what they call SENCO, which is Special Educational Needs Coordinator.
Yeah.
And like a couple of years ago, they were saying that he didn't need his statement anymore. And I says, well, look, we have the choice, basically, because he's got a special... Hey, Kate's vlog, I didn't know whether you were going to make it. You know, because he's got this special educational needs statement, but it's not called a statement now because they've changed it all around and it's something else, but I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, when we went to like a review of his statement, they says, oh, we don't think he needs it anymore. And I says, well, how can you say that you don't think he needs it anymore? What happens when it gets to like his, you know, his exams and whatever, and he starts struggling? Mm. And she says, well, the choice is yours. You can keep that statement in place, or, you know, you can sort of take our advice and say, well, look, we don't think he needs it anymore. I says, well, to be quite honest with you, I would feel better keeping that statement, because it's like a safety net. You've always got that to fall back on if something does happen. Oh, using mobile data, so can't stay for long. Internet down for fixing. But hey, everyone, hi. And Snowy says, hey, we've got James in as well, and Chopper's rules. And Snowy says, I'm glad I ran into you today. I'm always missing your live stream because it's normally, yeah, we see that's the problem. You know, you've got the people in America, like Chopper's rules from Australia. And the Night Owl says she's never heard of the Williams syndrome? So yeah, so some as I say, I do know what you're going through. I've got a bit of frog in my throat this morning. Some as I say, we've sort of we're lucky that the school that Callum goes to is so that, you know, they're on the ball, if you know what I mean. They are on the ball, you know, and if Callum has a problem, he knows that he's just got to go to his Senko and say, well, look, I'm having this problem. You see, the thing is as well, I brought to their attention that he's left-handed. Mm. Plus, his writing is like basically 5-year-olds. And same as I was told, basically, because when it comes to his exams, if his writing is ineligible, they'll just throw it out, you know. So they came up with the idea of, hey, Rama A to Z, how are you? But, you know, so they came up with the idea of having what they call a scribe.
Oh, yeah, scribe, yeah.
You know, they actually... Callum gives them the answers, but all they do is write it down for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have
the answers and everything are Callum's, but they sort of just write it so the writing's legible, if you know what I mean.
Erica Hardaway, hello.
Hi, Erica. How are you? Yeah, so, and as well, they've gave him his own laptop for it, you know. So he had to, you know, like if he's got to do any homework, rather than sort of doing it by hand, it can actually use the laptop, link it up to our printer, and basically, you know, do a printout of the homework.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh, Chopper's Rule says, I have a new rescue dog. I got her today. Chris, my daughter, and I rescued 5 dogs from death row yesterday. Oh, bless you, Chopper's Rules. So, yeah, so, I mean, we are actually quite lucky with a school that Callum goes to, that they are very understanding. But when they sort of wanted to take his, like, statement away, you know, same as we said, it's always a safety net for us to fall back on should we have any problems. If they take it away, then you've got to go through all the process again of getting that statement back. But you see, the good thing is about statements, I don't know whether it's same in Ireland, Mark, that statement stops with you even through to your work life. So, my new dog is a red cattle dog cross. So going back to that subject, I mean, 2 of my cats are rescue cats as well. So one from the RSPCA and one from the Cats Protection League. So we've got 3, and 2 out of the 3 are from rescue situations. Oh, Dachshund pups yesterday. I love them little. I love the little type of dogs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I have a husky. That's it.
Well, same as I say, my sisters. Well, I know one of them is supposed to be a Shih Tzu, but she actually did a DNA test because she was a bit suspicious.
Oh yeah.
Because her partner bought it for Christmas, like, well, it'll be like 2 years this year, and she was a little bit suspicious of the markings and everything. So she did a DNA test on it, and it were only 45% Shih Tzu, and some other mixtures in there.
I might need to jump off there so for a while.
Okay then.
It was fun. I'll try joining the chat later again.
Okay then. Same as I say, I'll not be going on too long because of Pixie coming home. So thank you for joining us, Mark.
And I thank you all, and I will see you all soon.
Yeah. Bye, Mark. Bye. And Night Owl says she likes Shih Tzu. Well, same as I say, my sister, well, a partner bought it to not this Christmas, just gone, the Christmas before that, and it's supposed to have all the papers and everything, but she was suspicious of the markings that the dog had got, so she actually took a DNA test, and it was only 45% Shih Tzu, and mixed with like 2 or 3 others. So I don't know what sort of. So Chopper, I had a Boxer Cross and Husky Cross and a Mutt, but they all have foster homes now. That's great. And don't tell Mr. P Choppers, because he loves Husky dogs. He absolutely adores them. I'm not upset about leaving just the YouTube, but, well, same as I say, you'll have to sort of see if they'll let you contact that person. Just explain that, you didn't realise what you said was rude. So does Chopper's Rule want to come up onto the panel? I know where it's probably quite late there. Same as I say, this was a last minute thing. I wasn't planning on going live. I was going to go live later on because Pixie and Callum are going to watch the new Avengers film. That's all right. I thought that was Mr. P coming home, but it's somebody walking past. Yeah, but how can I if I'm blocked? You could always find a mutual friend that, you both got something in common and say, well, can you contact this person? And, explain that I didn't realise what I'd said was rude. I'm just going to. The invite's posted, Mr. Chopper's Rules. This the same as Mr. P says, or Pixie, there's always a way around it. You could, say to a mutual friend, would you message this person and explain the situation? You didn't realise what you said, or what you said was rude, and, it's just a case of sort of getting a friend on, obviously you can't contact her because you're blocked, but it's sort of like, if you know somebody that's in that person's circle, just message them and say, well, look, that person's got me blocked. Can I just explain the situation to them? And I've not heard of that person, so you know, I mean, I'd sort of do it on your behalf if you wanted me to, but I don't, you know, I don't know that person. You know, obviously, if you go down your list of subscribers or whatever, there's forced to be somebody that you've both got in common. No, you're welcome, Snowy. Same as I say, I don't mind helping anybody out. You know, I just I'm just glad that I could give you a little bit of advice. Same as I say, anybody can contact me if they've got a problem. I'm willing to give people my advice to the best of my knowledge, you know. So just waiting on Mr. Chopper's rules to come in on the panel. Hey, Nick, how are you? I did say I weren't going to go on long, but I'm just same as say, just waiting for Mr. Oh, yeah. It's just loading up, Mr. Choppers. And there you go, it has been sent. Oh, thank you very much. I do have a Twitter account myself, but I don't understand it. I do Instagram and I do Facebook and everything. Do what is Pixie up? Nick. No, Pixie always works on a Saturday. It works till 1 o'clock our time. So, you know, it does work around the area that we live in on a Saturday morning. So, you know, it's already been back twice today since when I was in bed. I thought we got burglars, and so I thought, well, it's all kicking off on YouTube popcorn time. Oh. Well, I will share your channel on both. Thank you very much. So, yeah, so I thought, well, you're being daft, woman, because how many burglars do you know that unlock the door and lock the door on the way out? You know, I'll try and jump in again. Might be outside though. How's the weather been? It's a bit mixed there, James. We've had the sunshine this morning. It's not cold, but it's getting very windy, and the sun keeps going in and out. So explain what you mean, Nick. Let me know.
Oh, there I am.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. So I'm just looking at what Equinox photography. I've never even heard of any of them. Jason Lanier versus the Angry Photographer.
No, I've never heard of them either.
Oh, I'm going to say lawsuits, etc.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of YouTube.
Yeah, true. You know, very true.
So how are you today?
Mate, I'm not too bad. I'm a little bit tired after the 6-hour drive yesterday, and I had to go and rescue another puppy today. So it was it was a pretty good drive.
And
Equinox
is put a link in to. But you see, this is the thing, Nick. I don't care what drama's going off on YouTube. I know I don't have drama on my channel.
I'm the same.
You know, as Chopper Rule knows, we're a family-friendly channel, same as Pixie. We don't have no drama. If anybody comes in here and starts drama, they're gone.
Now I'm better. I got another pillow.
Short and tall of it is, you know, anybody comes in here causing drama, Oh, it's been in the 80s here. Well,
Actually, it was quite cool last night here. I actually turned the fan off.
Yes, as the Night Owl says, a drama-free zone here. Totally agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. We don't do drama.
Nah. I've got a little ginger boy in here with me too. I don't know if you can see him. I'll turn it around.
There
he is.
Auntie moved from other day because that was same spot you were in the other day.
Yeah, he probably hasn't moved, no.
I was going to say when you was on the other day, it was in the same spot.
Yeah, that's him. No, that's the older cat this time. The younger fella was there before.
All right. And Equinox says it's typical Americans. Sorry to the Americans watching.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just the Americans. I can tell you that for nothing, Equinox. Some of the British are into the drama as well. I can tell you that for nothing.
Not my channel, mate. Drama free zone.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm the same, you know.
I think I've only sworn in one video. Maybe two if you're lucky out of the hundreds I've uploaded. And that was only when my wife and kids had a car accident.
Yeah.
I told everybody to effing slow down, you know, and that was probably about it.
Well, I had a little bit of a what's it the other day? I sat here I don't know whether it was my own live stream or whether I were on somebody else's live stream, and there was something on my foot, and I looked down, and it looked like a wasp. Now I am petrified. Well, not petrified of them. I got stung by a bee when I was little, and ever since then, anything that stings, you know, I'm a bit. And I looked down, and it was on my foot, and I'm going, oh shit, oh shit.
I was on that stream.
But I don't know what it was. It was like, it weren't a wasp because it hadn't got a sting, but it looked too big to be on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Equinox just posted the same here. I just post videos that everybody enjoys. Yeah, me too, mate. I just post videos.
And same as I said, I mean, like, I do live streams. I do my baking vlogs. I do them for a reason, because I like to think that people will watch my vlogs and say, oh, yeah, I can make that, and have a go at making it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I make things out of rubbish. That's sort of pretty much what I do. I just make stuff out of junk.
And Equinox says a hoverfly. I don't know exactly what it was, Equinox. I don't know. Same as I say, I looked down, saw it on my foot, thought it were a wasp, and our panic stations. And
Mark says, "Oh God, not the rain." Yeah, send me some rain, dude. Send me some rain, please.
Yeah. Choppers want some rain. You see, it's what I call a mixed bag today. It was lovely sunshine first thing this morning. Then the wind got up, and then yeah, it does. Equinox. It's all right.
I had to get a new mobile phone last weekend.
Yeah, it does.
I had to get a new mobile phone last weekend. I dropped mine down the back stairs, and I got concrete stairs, and when I picked up the pieces, I had to go get a new phone.
Well, Crimson Fantasy, he's been having a lot of trouble with his phone just lately, and he's just recently got a new phone. So he says yesterday was rainstorm, light rain, sun, rain. Yeah, that's like, well, it's not raining, but oh, you've got a few questions. Well, you know you've got him on Messenger and whatever, Nick. So yeah, but Sam, as I say, is at work till 1 o'clock. Well, supposed to be at work till 1 o'clock, but he's working in this area. So when he's done, if you know what I mean. And Natal says, I'm so happy. I'm up. It's almost 7 a.m. and my kids are still sleeping. Hey, Marcel Harding, how are you?
It's 8:53 p.m. on Saturday night here.
Well, some say it's 11:53. Yeah, okay. Saturday morning. So
Actually, just
yeah, same as I
oh,
say.
yeah, tomorrow's Mother's Day.
We've already had Mother's Day here in the UK. I think in June it's Father's Day. I think we had
Yeah, Mother's Day's pretty hard for me. Sorry, mate, Mother's Day's pretty hard for me. My mum passed away 40 years ago.
It was for me this year because I lost my mum just over a year ago in April. So, and the last Mother's Day that, you know, when she was alive, she were in hospital.
Yeah.
You know, so it's sort of a bit poignant because I just remember going to visit her in the hospital. There were me and Pixie and Callum, and then there were my sister, you know, and you know, a few weeks later she passed away.
Yeah.
So thank you, Night Owl. Same as I say, here in the UK we celebrate Mother's Day in March. We celebrate Father's Day in June. So we've already had the Mother's Day, and same as I say, it was the first Mother's Day without my mum, and you know, it was sort of like a bit of a mixed emotions. You know, I were emotional because it was first Mother's Day without my mum, but I sort of had to put a happy face on because, you know, my son had bought me chocolates and flowers and whatever, and you know, so yeah, you sort of have to stay strong. And James said, old school with a modern twist. Who is the gentleman on with you? This is Chopper's Rules 1.
There's a gentleman on with you. Where? I'm a Mark too. So there was another Mark on before, so that's pretty cool.
Is an Australian gentleman. So
yeah, see, Mother's Day here is tomorrow, and Father's Day is in September.
Oh, so same as I say, we celebrate Mother's Day here in the UK in March and Father's Day in June.
Yeah, I do the same thing I do every year. Even when Mum was alive, I send her a single red rose.
Oh,
so I've got a standing order with the florist. See, she lives. She's in the grave about 1,000 kilometres away from me. She's in a different town, and I send her same thing every year. I've done that ever since I was a kid.
Well, you see, this is the thing, like on Mother's Day, I mean, I always used to get, same as what my son gets me, I used to get her chocolates, a bunch of flowers, but because she was in the hospital, she weren't eating or anything, I bought her something more practical, and I bought her, like, a new nightie and a new pair of pyjamas, because she was actually in the hospital. She weren't eating very well, so I sort of did the practical route with her being in hospital.
Hey, old school with a modem, how you going?
And the Night Owl says, yeah, it's getting hard to watch my mum go through her disease. I know exactly how you feel there, because my mum was only diagnosed in the September with cancer in the bile duct, and by the April she'd passed away.
Yeah, my mum had blood cancer.
But the cancer that my mum had, what is very rare, it's a rare form of cancer. And, you know, she went to, you know, the cancer doctor, and it was sort of giving her options, you know, you can go for chemotherapy, but the chemotherapy that we'd have to give you for that specific area, it'd be like two drug chemotherapy.
Yep.
And my mum says, well, you know, if it's stable, basically it makes you feel crap after you've had chemotherapy. It comes with all sorts of like side effects and makes you feel ill, makes you feel sick. And she says, well, while I'm able to, I want to put off having the chemo, you know, while I'm sort of well, but not well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And she like went to either 2 or 3, because she was having to go like every, I think, about 8 weeks to see the oncologist. And she went to about 2 or 3, and he says, well, you know, they were sending her for a contrast MRI scan every time before she actually went to the oncologist appointment. All the bloods were done and everything. And for 3 visits, everything was the same.
I know how you feel, Night Owl. My nana, grandma, whichever way you want to call them, she had exactly the same thing. She didn't know I was there half the time, and then a week later she told my mum and dad that I'd been up to see her, and so you know it all got there eventually.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it is very hard, like the Alzheimer's or dementia and things like. I've got an auntie that's in a care home because she is like she sort of started off with slight dementia, but then she started getting violent with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll have to try to remember your name, Vicky. I keep calling you the Night Owl, but you know, I should remember because my daughter's name is Vicky, so I should remember that, shouldn't I?
I'm going to say she did tell us the other day, but I forgot.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, Vicky.
Same as I say, but the children actually ended up putting her in a care home because she was getting violent with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, flying monkey. Just a quick hello before I go to the pub. It's all right for some. Oh,
Hey, Dad, if you're going down the pub, I'll have a coldie.
He says after the pub, going to watch Coventry City versus Notts County. Well, you see, the thing is, Pixie's team, they've finished now. So they're actually going to watch the new Avengers film this afternoon.
Yeah, I was thinking about going and have a look at that. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
As I say, I was saying earlier on, it's really not my cup of tea. You know, I mean, I'm not going to sit in a cinema, you know, and watch a film that, you know, it's you know, I mean, Pixar's into his Star Wars, and you know, he likes the good action movie and everything, and his son's been saying like for the past few weeks, oh, Dad, will you take me to watch, you know, is it Infinity Wars or something?
Yeah, Infinity Wars,
you know, will you take me to see it? And obviously he works on a Saturday morning, so you know it's been a case of, you know, he's been doing other things. They've been to the football, etc. So this is like the only Saturday that he's had first opportunity to actually go and see it.
Yeah, my biggest problem is I can't sit for too long. I try and get an aisle seat right up the back where there's nobody, so when my back starts to get too sore, I get too twitchy. That's the thing
with me, you know, I've got arthritis, I've got it in my feet, I've got it in my knees, I've got a bad, you know what I mean? And I'm the same as you. I couldn't sit in a cinema watching a film for 2 hours. I mean, the last film that we all went to see together was Toy Story 2, I think.
So that's why I keep wiggling around when I'm on the chats.
Vicky says, what's your favourite movie? Dirty Dancing. I've got to admit it's Dirty Dancing, and I can watch it and watch it and watch it till the cows come home, and I never get fed up of it.
Favourite movie. Toss up between any of the Fast and the Furious or Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Well, you see, that's another one that Pixie likes. He likes the Fast and Furious. I must say, he's into his action movies and his style. Oh, talk of the devil in the show to appear.
I haven't finished yet.
Here he comes. Stop talking about him now.
He says he hasn't finished yet. He's just nipped home to use the toilet.
Go pee free, my friend. Go pee free.
So yeah.
My little man just rolled over. It's funny because I'm watching. I've got your thing on my phone here. I'm actually watching the delay come up on my phone. So, what does Vicky want? You are near the Outback Choppers. Well, yeah, sort of, mate. I'm in Townsville, Queensland. If you want to have a look up that on Google Earth, we've got about nearly 300,000 people live here where I am.
Oh.
I did a job yesterday for a friend of mine. I had to drive from Anoomba, which is one of the suburbs, to Black River, which is an outer suburb, and it took me 40 minutes, and that was on the highway just to get there.
And Vicky says, I feel your pain. I have osteoarthritis. That's what I've got. It's definitely hard. Yeah, love Dirty Dancing, but her favourite is Field of Dreams. And Equinox says, do you find the weather affects your condition? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. While it's been lovely and sunny, I've not been in as much pain. But, you know, now it's sort of started to change a bit. These past couple of nights, I've been in excruciating pain. And while I was doing the live stream on Thursday morning, I actually got a phone call from the pharmacist. I adjust master, and I take cocodamol, I take tramadol, and I take gabapentin. Now, it will basically every so often here in the UK, they have to do a review of the medication that you're taking. So this was actually a phone call about the medication I'm taking. And she says, "Oh, I noticed you went because I have to have a B12 injection as well." You know, she says, "Oh, I noticed when you went for your B12 injection, you mentioned to the nurse that you were still in a lot of pain." And I says, "Yeah." So at the moment, I've been taking just one gabapentin at night time, like an hour or two before I go to bed. So she said, because they're only 100 micrograms, that the dose of that gabapentin isn't strong enough. So she now, from Monday, I've got to take one in the morning and one at night. And then Tuesday, I've got to take one in the morning, one at lunchtime, and one at night. And then by the time I get to Thursday, she wants me to be taking one in the morning, one at lunchtime, and two at night.
Yeah, Vicky wants to know, what do you think is the best for pain? I know it sounds stupid, but I actually lie flat on the hardwood floor at home here. I have carpeting on the floor in my bedroom, and I actually find that decompresses my spine. Or I go for a swim and actually just float in the water, and that helps decompress my spine.
You see, I've had a lot of problems with my left knee as of late. I went for an X-ray on it, and this because basically every time I go to stand up, my knee pops out of joint.
Yep.
And it's not just the pain; it shoots all the way up my leg, and I'm in absolute agony. And
know that feeling.
Yeah, so I went for an X-ray. The deterioration in the what's it in my knee? You know, the thing between your knee. That is all but gone. Plus, as well as that, I've got a lot of fluid around the knee, and they basically said that it was the fluid that was causing my knee to pop out of joint.
Yeah, Vicky agrees. Swimming does help her as well.
But they did sort of say to me that you know, where they lower you into it, you know, it's like hydrotherapy. That's it. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. But on the flip side, they says, well, basically your weight's a problem. You know, because of the
they told me the same thing.
You know, because of the equipment that they have to put you on a hoist and lower you into the hydrotherapy pool. Basically, that'd do me good, but actually getting me on the equipment and my weight being a factor, basically said, you know, it's out of the question, basically. But then they sort of, on the flip side of that, they said, oh, well, swimming will help you, but basically, because your knee keeps popping out of joint, you're going to have somebody like a lifeguard or somebody help you get in the pool. And basically, they're restricted on how many lifeguards they've got. You know, it's sort of taking them away from the duties if they were to supervise me getting in and out of the pool. But it's the steps into the pool that are the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have ramps in the pool here, so you can walk down the ramp into the water, so you don't have to walk downstairs.
Oh, James has said, old school with a modern twist. I must go, Mrs. P got to work in the garden. You have a wonderful day. Nice to see you. Meet you, Choppers Rules.
Yeah, you too, mate. Have fun. My little man here. If I can say hello, Jackie. Say hello, Jack. Oh, he's sleeping.
It says,
He's my old man.
See you later, alligator. See you in a little while.
Right up.
About what?
Yeah, he's up.
Oh, yeah. Bye. He says he'll see everybody in about 40 minutes.
Look.
Well, you see,
yeah, his vet check yesterday, and sorry, the day before, and the vet said he's healthy for a 11-year-old cat.
Well, that's a plus, I suppose. If you know, it shows you're doing, you're doing the right thing with them.
Yeah.
As they suggested knee surgery, but said I have to be over 50. We see I'm in that category. I'm 56 nearly, but they told me that because my BMI is too high, that surgery would be out of the question.
Okay.
And it was suggested about the painkilling injection or draining the fluid off because it's the fluid that's surrounding my knee that's causing my knee to pop out of joint. But then they came back and said because of my age, etc., and with it being my knee, that I'm at too high a risk of infection. So basically,
yeah, they wanted to
sort of, that's it. There's nothing we can do for you.
Yeah, they wanted to operate on the discs in my back, and they said, "Oh yeah, we can do that for you. It's not a problem. We can fuse a couple together." And I went, "Yeah, hell no. I know a lady that's got some discs fused in her back, and she walks on a walking frame, and she's nearly half my age." And I went, "Yeah, no, thank you. I'll put up with the pain."
You see, a friend of mine, in fact, she's in the late stages of pregnancy, and a few years ago, she basically had the same operation, but it was a necessity for her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm trying to get comfortable. Sorry if I'm jiggling the camera around.
And Equinox says, same with me, Night Owl, won't operate till I'm older. I just going to... We see that this is the thing. I'm sort of in the age gap, in the age category to have a knee operation, but they're discriminating against me because they say my BMI is too high. Now,
yeah.
I did have weight loss surgery and I've lost 10 stone. I mean, it's like 140 pounds, in American terms. But, it's sort of, well, what else do you expect me to do? I've done the right thing. I've had weight loss surgery. I've lost all this weight. But then they're still saying, well, you're still too big to have an operation. And Mark Plays is back in the house.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm outside this
I'm
time,
Mark talking to a Mark.
Sorry, I missed that there.
Oh, Choppers
There
Rules.
we go, Janet.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark talking to a Mark.
For 2 minutes.
And Equinox says I get it in both knees and the ankles. You see, the other morning when I got up, my shoulder hurting me, my hands were, hurting me, my fingers, my knees, my ankles. And I'd not slept a wink the night before because it were a case of, you don't know where to put yourself when you're in bed. You don't know where to lie to get comfortable.
Yeah, well, they virtually told me that later on in life I'll end up in a wheelchair, and I'm like, yeah, well, when that crosses that, I'll build my own wheelchair, and then it'll be something faster than what you guys can provide.
Well, I got told exactly the same thing. I went to visit the doctor this was before my weight loss surgery and says, oh, with your arthritis, with your weight, within 2 years, you'll be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But I've got the determination that's not going to happen. I'm going to support, but YouTube keeps giving me errors. It might be they do put a limit on how many people you can support, Vicky. I mean, it might be the case that you've supported too many people and they've put a cap on the amount of people that you support. I don't know. I've had acupuncture for pain relief. So, I mean, has anybody else had any dealings with acupuncture? I've not tried it myself.
I'm going to be back in a minute, mate. I'm going to leave you with my little friend here. I'll be back.
Okie dokie then. So, yeah. So basically, it's they've more or less said to me, you know, you've got to grin and bear it. You know, there's the, oh, Mr. Cat is awake. Oh, yawning his head off. Oh, bye, Mr. Cat. They stimulate pain to relieve pain. We see that that gabapentin is it actually works on your nerve endings. You know, the nerve endings that cause you pain. That is basically what the gabapentin is supposed to do. And this is why the pharmacist says to me, the dose that I was on wasn't high enough. So basically from Monday, I've got to start like increasing it on a daily basis. And oh, okay then, Vicky, thanks for joining us, and we've enjoyed your company too. And same as I say, I won't be going on a lot longer because obviously Mr. P will be home for his dinner, so we'll need a coffee and whatnot. So it was just a spur of the moment thing this morning. I just decided to come on, you know, for a quick chat with my friends, and I may actually go live a little bit later on. How late, I don't know, but I might actually do another one a bit later on.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for you're doing a lot of noise.
I got my daughter's key. Say hello.
Right, I'm
There
back.
she
I
is.
don't know.
This is Luna. She's a rescue cat as well, and she's a bit evil.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
She
You know why? I think
she doesn't really like males.
I think it's because she's like near a power line. That might be what's caused.
I know. Jeez, the internet keeps cutting, so I'm just going to go to the same place I was the other day. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, I'm out with the dog again.
Yeah, it is. Equinox says they use gabapentin for treatment of bipolar. They also use it for epilepsy as well. So I have been told that, you know, they treat it. And I'll tell you even now, I'm not bipolar, I'm not depressed or anything. It's basically because it works on the nerve endings. Because just before my mum took ill, she had shingles, which is like a chickenpox virus, and they actually gave the gabapentin for that because it's supposed to it works on the nerve endings. Hey, Cheery Giggles is in the house. Yeah, it's
My daughter bought me a sign today, Jeanette. This is it here.
I've got one somewhere as well. What we bought, well, I'm sorry, I'm just going off camera because I've got a sign somewhere. We bought it the other week.
I wish I had one, but it'd be telling a lie.
That's what we bought.
Beware of the cat.
So we went to the I don't know whether you've got them in Australia, Mark. Pets at Home, and we saw
No, we don't know.
Yeah, we saw that, and I thought, oh, that's good. I can put it in my window.
I had one that said beware of the cat and the beware of the dog, and the cat's a bit shady too.
Cherry Giggle says, I'm okay. You know, as we say here in the UK, I keep plodding along. You know,
yeah, one foot after the other.
Well, this is it. You still keep going. I mean, the wheel don't stop turning because, you know, you've got all these problems and whatever, but, you know, I'm still here. I'm still plodding along, as they say.
There she is. Here's my other daughter. Say hello.
Hello.
Jeanette's in England.
Yeah.
Oh. And she just come in to check on her kitty.
Well, this is it, you know, same as Terry Giggles has just said, so true. You have to. You know, the world don't stop turning because, you know, things happen. You have to keep carrying on while you can, you know what I mean? And I always said after my mum passed away last year, you know, you've got to live life to the full because you never know what's around the corner.
Yeah, that's about it.
So.
Oh, you get to growl.
Luna's growling at Chris.
Oh dear.
This could be interesting. I got $5 on the cat.
Uh-oh.
I got $5 on the cat.
My dog's back in the chair.
Oh, the dog just got back in Chris's chair. I don't think she likes dancing.
Equinox says part of my meds for my bipolar is I can't say that. I can't pronounce that, Nick. Tegretol, which again is used to treat epilepsy.
I don't even know how you can spell it, let alone say it.
But yes, as I say, I take the captain.
Whoa.
Oh,
He's rung his bell. That's it. Sign over.
round one.
Game over.
Husband.
Chris, hey Jeanette, Chris collects reborn dolls. Check this one out.
Oh God, I'm doing it again.
I've heard
Is that
a
pretty
lot
cool or what?
Because one or two people that I know have said, you know, they're just like real babies, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He weighs 6.5 pounds.
She said the baby, that one weighs 6.5 pounds.
Yuck.
Oh dear.
Do I really know what you're walking through?
My youngest is 15, and that's enough baby for me. Thank you very much.
He's evil. As I keep telling you, Jeanette, I'm the biggest kid my wife will ever have.
Well, the thing is, same as I say, I like babies, but I like them sort that you can give back.
Yeah, me too now.
So, you know, I've only got Callum with Mr. P. I have got 3 grown-up children. Well, 3 grown-up boys, but, you know, me and Mr. P did want another one, but it never happened. So, you know, it's just one of them things.
Here you go. Oh, here she is. This is my latest doggy. Hello, baby. Hello.
Looks a very friendly dog.
There's my doggy.
Oh, yeah, she's lovely. There she is. Look, there's another doggy.
Running
Look,
around.
there's another doggy.
Mommy's hands are important.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
going back.
hey, hello.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
look at that. Hey.
Are you done yet?
Hello.
Come here. Come back.
I mean, how could they put her down? I mean, really, how could you put somebody with that happy down? Yeah, she was on death row, and they got to put her down this morning.
Oh,
Jesus.
dear. Cheery giggle. Oh, Gordon Bennett having a roll over.
Okay.
Looks like she's having a whale of a time. Is it a she or a he?
She. It's a she. Lulu, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
the one I got's a little girl too.
Is yours part husky, Mark?
Oh,
Full husky, Siberian husky.
Hey.
Don't let Mr. P see it.
Hey.
He loves that Siberian husky.
Come on, you we go over there. We go up into the field. The big field.
I have no idea, Jerry Giggles, mate. No idea, mate.
Come on, Morgan.
Bye, baby.
Hello. You going in?
Hey, Titan. Everybody knows
Come on,
Titan.
let's go.
Hey, everybody knows Titan. Oh,
She's gonna run me over.
Come here. Everybody knows the big dog.
Oh, the grass is too wet.
As a German Shepherd, that's another one of Mr. P's favourites. Husky's been the first, and German Shepherd is his second favourite.
What are you eating? Do I really want to know? Come here. Adam.
Oh my God, the grass grew too fast. Oh, I'm slipping. Whoa.
See, that's why I like cats, because you don't have to take them for a walk. I'm sat
But
with
some people actually do.
I take my cat for a walk.
But you see, the
I
thing
take my kitty for a walk. I take him in the fire truck.
See, the thing is, I don't think we'd be able to have a dog with 3 cats, because they are very clingy and very protective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some cats that like hanging around with dogs, but then other dogs just want to kill them.
You see, same as I said, if we were to have a dog, we'd have to have like a puppy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So as the cats would get used to it from being a pup, you know, if we were to bring a full grown dog into the equation, they'd run a mile. And we don't think it's fair bringing a full-grown dog into it and then thinking, well, we've been here for all this while. They bring somebody new into the equation, and
Yeah, well, my 4 cats, they don't mind the dogs. Jack, the old ginger one, and Ricky, the old black and white one, they sort of tolerate the dogs. I mean, they're used to Titan now, but when he first brought him home, they used to pounce on him. They'd wait for him to walk past, and then they just pounce on him. But Chris's cat, Luna, and my cat, Cookie, they don't seem to care. They just want to play with him. So they're quite happy.
Yeah, well, it's good when it's like that. Same as I say, ours, Lucy in particular, the girl cat, is very timid.
Yep.
So she's very easily spooked.
Oh, okay.
I've always said, if we were to get a dog, you see, I don't think it's fair bringing a dog into, because I can't physically take the dog out for a walk and Mr. P's at work all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in our situation, I don't think it's fair bringing a dog in if it's having to wait all day to go for a walk.
Luna's set up now. She's having a nap. She's flaked out too.
My dog's always active.
So yeah, I mean, we've only got the one cat that comes in the bedroom, and he takes over Mr. P's pillow because he's always moaning.
Yeah.
He has to move him occasionally because he literally takes over the whole pillow.
Yeah, Cookie does that when I'm in bed. He takes over everything. I've actually got a bedside table here. Oh, hang on. What have I done? There we go.
It's still there.
I've got a little table there, and I've actually got a cat bed on it. And he will sleep on that.
I want to say sometimes Benny, the cat that takes over Mr. P's pillow, if Mr. P kicks him off during the night, that's where he lays. He lays on the bedside cabinet.
Equinox reckons he had a Siamese when he was a kid, and the thing was evil, scratchy as soon as look at you. Hey, I agree, mate. This one over here, Chris's cat, man, I'll show you the scar on my leg. Look at this. That was just today. All because she just wanted to get down, and I let her get down, excuse me, fraction. But
them Siamese cats are known to be a bit on the angry side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, Titan's flaked out now.
I mean, I love cats as a rule, but I don't know about you, but have you seen these bald ones?
No, I can't handle those ones.
I don't know what they're called, but, no disrespect to anybody that's got one of these bald cats, but I think they look dead ugly.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them.
Oh, Terry Giggle says a friend of mine has a pet snake. Well, you see, that's another thing that Mr. P don't like. Not
Yeah, a friend of mine's got a pet snake.
Mr. P not entertain snakes whatsoever at all.
Yeah, my mate's pet snake's called Cuddles. What's the matter, Clyde?
But yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's one of the things that Pixie does not like. He does not like snakes at all.
they're not bad eating. No, seriously, they're not bad eating at all. You cut them 3 inches behind the head, skin them, gut them, and just cook them up. Yeah, not bad eating at all.
Oh, I've never tried snake.
Hey, dog.
What the hell did you get
Rambo. Right, it's 12 now. Mr. P not be long before he's coming home, so I'm going to go and get him some lunch and get a coffee going. And I might go live again a bit later on, but don't sort of hold me to that because I've got other jobs to do. So I'll say bye for coming in. Thanks for Choppers Rolls coming in, Mark coming in, and everybody that's joined in.
Yeah, no worries, man.
You know, I appreciate everybody for coming in and joining me.
Yeah.
And I'll see everybody later on.
See you later.
Bye.
No worries, Bye.
Bye.
Bye.